you've said that you're not much of a stat guy. So when you look at film, how do you evaluate your own performance?
Besides the film, I think I look at the score. You know, it's my job as a quarterback to, you know, to get us into the end zone. And I think we're doing a great job getting in the end zone this year. I mean, they were telling me we're 48 points per game or something like that, and you know, that's my job is to get us into the end zone. But watching film, I think it's just, you know, how I see the field, how I felt like I saw the field. You know, I think one thing I need to work on right now is just taking my checkdowns. I think that would get my completion percentage stats up if I would just take the check down sometimes instead of, you know, maybe trying to take a shot to a tight window or, you know, throw it away when I could have just sat in the pocket and taken a check down. I think when it comes to that, I can do better at that. But, you know, I'm still not a stat guy.
So, team rush for 314 yards, and you know, it really kind of set up the passing game. You know, James's 55-yard touchdown was preceded, I think, by 6 runs by Xavier. How did that open things up for you once the ground game was established?
Well, I mean, anytime you can run for 300 yards, I mean, it makes my job so much easier, you know. But yeah, you know, when we can run the ball and then we can go play action off of that, get the safeties down to stop the run. You know, once those guys start doing that, there's a lot of holes out there. Because I mean, once you start running the ball, the safeties they're trying to, you know, make plays on the run, and then next thing you know, we're throwing it behind their head. So, but anytime you can run for 315 yards, like whatever it was, just, you know, makes my job so much easier. And those guys, I mean, the 3 running backs played on Saturday instead of the O-line. So.
James Prochet was a big fan of your touchdown run the other day. And considering your points always come with your arm, how enjoyable is it for you to get in the end zone with your legs, and have you started lobbying for more carries yet?
It's kind of weird, you know. I'm not really used to having the ball when I get in, when we score a touchdown. I'm usually like running behind to like go celebrate with whoever caught the touchdown or whoever ran the touchdown in. No, but it was fun, you know. He finally called one where I knew I could read it, and I was like, man, there's no way this guy's like even thinking about me running the ball. So when he crashed down, I just ball Mitchell in the end zone. And then I think you can hear, like, on the TV copy, you can hear Trey, like, laughing at me as I was running into the end zone. And, like, you know, they're always messing with me about the running ability of my running ability. So, but no, it was fun. I think we all got a kick out of it. So.
What has been the key, do you think, for the team this year to limiting turnovers on offense?
You know, I think, you know, just taking pride in it. You know, for myself, you know, last year that was the thing I needed to work on, and I knew I wanted to improve on that coming into this year. You know, I think it's just preparing and also not, you know, taking as many risks. You know, I think for me that's the main thing. You know, I still think I can do a better job of that. Like I said, with the checkdowns, but I also think I've done a good job of when it's not there, throwing it away. You know, at the same time, I feel like I got time to read out the defenses as well. I think our O-line's played well, you know, the whole year. So when you got time, you can read out the defenses and fill everything out. And then if it's not there, just throw it away and get to the next play. And also the running game's helped with that. You know, guys hold on to the football. You know, it makes my job a lot easier. I mean, I haven't had to do too much just because we've been able to run the ball so well.
Is part of the having more time to read the defense, in addition to the offensive line, also just a year of experience and adjusting to the speed of the game?
Yeah, no doubt. Experience is, you know, the biggest learning tool for me. You know, just understanding what defenses are trying to do. You know, understanding how much better those guys are than they were in high school, and just not trying to take as many risks accordingly. You know, you hit it on top of the head. I mean, the experience has been, you know, tremendous for me, especially these first 4 games. I think I've gotten better each week and have used my experience to grow. So,
what have you learned about your team in the first 4 weeks of the season?
We got a lot of confidence. You know, we're playing with a lot of confidence. You know, we haven't been 3-1 for I don't know how long, but you know, it doesn't feel different. You know, we're just kind of flowing. Everything's kind of flowing. The confidence, the morale of the team. You know, even after the TCU game, we played really well against TCU, and then coming back and being able to bounce back like we did this week. I mean, there's a lot of confidence in that locker room right now. You know, we got to take it out to the practice field this week. You know, UConn's UConn's a good team, so we just got to go out and have a good week of preparation, and we'll be just fine. So
When you look at the offensive line, traditionally the taller, long arm guys are at tackle. Does it impact your throwing at all to the right side to have a 6'7" right guard in Will Hopkins?
no, I mean, I never really thought about it like that. I just try and go out and play. But Will's played really well. Will's done a good job of, coming into his own and learning the system and being able to play on a consistent basis. I thought he played really well on Saturday. But no, I didn't really think about it until you kind of just brought it up, honestly. But, and it was kind of unorthodox because we had the guard. Will's tall. I mean, we had Jacob at right tackle, who's not near as tall. I mean, not as tall as Will. So yeah, it is kind of unorthodox when you think about it. But no, it wasn't too big of a deal. I've also been trying to like get 5-step drops instead of 3-step drops. That's kind of something I've been working on too, is kind of back myself away from the O-line. I think that helps with the fact that Will's a tall guy. If I'm sitting back there, taking 1-step and 3-step drop, it would affect, I think. But with me trying to take 5-step drops, it's been easier to see over Will than the other guys. So
The improved running game this week, how much was Xavier and Kamen and Braden, and how much was the 5 guys up front?
Well, it starts up front. Once you get a push up front, that makes the running backs' jobs a lot easier. But once you get past that first level, it's the running back's job to make the guys in the second level miss. And I thought they did a great job. We were kind of tempoing them all night, and we had some RPO stuff to it. And I was, the whole time I was reading it out, and I was like, man, I'm not going to throw this until they stop the run. And they never really stopped the run, so I never really had to throw those quick routes that we always throw. And there was a couple times where I was like, dang, I probably should have thrown that one, and Xavier or Kamen or Braden kind of makes the safety miss or the Sam miss, and you're like, shoot. I mean, I guess that makes my job, once again, makes my job easier, makes them look good too. So,
Coach, conference play, it's one of your goals, win the division and win the conference.
Yeah.
So what is the mindset going into the start of conference play this week?
it sounds cliche, but it's just taking it one day, one practice at a time. We got to have a good practice today, got to have a good practice tomorrow, but we'll worry about that tomorrow. We got to worry about today's practice. I know Coach says it all the time, but it really is true. I mean, if you take it one day at a time and you get better each and every day, when you get out there on Saturday, you feel prepared, you feel confident. I think that's the main thing with our confidence in the locker room right now, is that guys feel prepared going into Saturdays. So it sounds cliche, I know, but it seriously is one day at a time type of mentality. So.
Coach Morris was talking about the competitive nature of all the guys on your offense, the running backs, the receivers. And obviously, different guys are going to have a better week one week to the next. Xavier had a big week, and obviously TCU and Arkansas State bottled up Cortland as much as they could. But as the quarterback who starts every play, do you have anything in your mind about wanting to sort of share the wealth and make sure everybody gets touches, because they are all competitors? They all do want the ball at times.
Yeah, and I think we've done a good job of that. I mean, I think teams like TCU and Arkansas State, have done a good job of taking Cortland away. We've had guys make plays. I think Myron's played well. Obviously, James played really well on Saturday and made some plays against TCU. Trey just keeps gaining confidence. If he can just keep playing the way he's playing, I mean, those are just 3 guys that I'm picking out of the bunch. But I mean, I feel like we've done a good job of distributing the wealth. Because teams are going to take Cortland away. That's just what's going to happen each week. But we got plenty of guys to make plays. So we just got to keep doing that. Keep getting everybody's confidence, and we're going to be just fine. So.
Who's the better dancer, Coach Morris or Coach Malone?
I didn't even see Coach Malone dancing, but Coach Morris is a bad dancer. It's like a really bad dancer. Like, he has no rhythm, but it's fun to come in the locker room and see them dancing, because he wasn't dancing after the TCU game. He was dancing after the Arkansas State game, and it was they're only dancing when we win. So it's a good night if Coach Morrison is doing his whatever that is that he does. But it's fun to see. So.